Welcome to Kindness Stories, where everyday hearts reveal extraordinary courage, compassion, and strength. Here, we share true stories that move the soul and inspire us to be better, kinder people. If you've ever felt overlooked, underestimated, or out of place, then this story is especially for you. This is the story of a shy girl named Lily. Lily wasn't the kind of person you'd expect to make headline or even turn heads. She was soft-spoken, quiet, with porcelain-white skin that turned red with embarrassment at the slightest attention. Her long, chestnut hair was usually tucked behind her ears, and her pale blue eyes always seemed to avoid direct contact. People often overlooked her. Teachers forgot to call on her. Classmates rarely invited her to play. Lily had grown up in a small town where everyone seemed to know everyone. But even in that closeness, she often felt isolated. Her family had moved there when she was 9, and being the new kid in a tight-knit school wasn't easy. The other children had already formed their circles. They had their best friends, their jokes, their history. Lily was an outsider. Her parents, loving, but often busy with work, noticed how withdrawn she had become. One day, her father suggested something unexpected. What about karate? Lily had blinked. Karate? It wasn't something she had ever considered. She wasn't aggressive. She wasn't strong. She didn't want to punch or kick anyone. But her father explained that martial arts weren't about fighting, they were about discipline, control, and confidence. And Lily could use a little of all three. After some hesitation, she agreed. The dojo was a simple building, tucked away behind a strip mall. It had no fancy sign, just a white banner with black kanji letters that fluttered in the wind. Lily stepped inside for the first time with trembling hands. It smelled of sweat and leather mats. The walls were lined with photographs of black belts, serious and proud. In the corner, a man in a white gi stood with his arms folded, watching a group of students spar. That man was Sensei Takahashi. He greeted Lily with a bow, then looked her straight in the eyes and said something she would never forget. In this place, you are not small. Lily didn't know what he meant at the time, but those words stayed with her. Her first few classes were rough. She struggled to keep up with the stances. Her punches lacked power. Her balance wobbled. And worst of all, some of the other students, especially a group of 3 older girls, laughed at her behind their hands. They were good, strong, fast, confident, everything Lily wasn't. They called her Snowflake because of her pale skin and quiet voice. They would whisper it when she walked past. Sometimes they'd mimic her soft movements or pretend to trip over their own feet and say, "Whoops, I pulled a Lily." Lily said nothing. She never defended herself, just looked down and hoped to disappear. But Sensei Takahashi noticed. He never scolded the bullies outright, but he gave Lily more attention. He worked with her after class. He explained that strength was not just about muscle, but about breath, about heart, about never giving up when everything in you wants to quit. And slowly, something inside Lily began to change. She started practicing at home. In the morning before school, in the afternoon after homework. She punched air in her room until her arms were sore. She held stances until her legs shook. She watched videos online, memorizing every move. Her body began to remember what her mind had learned. Weeks turned into months. One day, Sensei announced that there would be a sparring tournament. Friendly, but competitive. All levels could participate. It would be held in front of the entire dojo, with parents and friends invited to watch. Lily's stomach flipped. She didn't want to enter. The thought of performing in front of all those people made her want to run. But Sensei simply said, "It's time." The day of the tournament arrived like a storm. The dojo was full, students lined up in rows. Spectators filling every chair along the wall. The smell of nervous sweat and mats filled the air. There was a hum of excitement. Lily stood in her white gi, trembling. And then she heard the laughter. The 3 girls were there too, of course. They eyed her with smug smiles, whispering among themselves. One of them, Samantha, the unofficial leader, stretched with exaggerated flair and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "I hope I don't get Snowflake in the first round. I might fall asleep." Lily looked at Sensei. He gave her a nod, small but firm. She swallowed hard. The matches began. One by one, students faced off. Kicks flew. Shouts rang out. Points were scored. Some students won, others bowed in defeat. And then it was Lily's turn. Asterisk, her opponent was exactly who she feared. Samantha. Asterisk, the tall, blonde, loud girl who had tormented her from the beginning. She strutted into the ring like she owned it, smirking at the crowd. Lily stepped forward, bowing low. Her knees shook. Asterisk, the bell rang. Asterisk, Samantha rushed forward like a freight train. Her punches came fast, her legs snapping with sharp kicks. Lily backed up, dodging just in time. But then something happened. Asterisk, she remembered her training. Asterisk, she exhaled, dropped her center, listened to her breath. Asterisk, and she moved. Asterisk, with a fluid pivot. She stepped into Samantha's space and blocked a kick with her forearm. Then before the other girl could recover, she swept Samantha's leg in a flawless takedown. Asterisk, gasps echoed through the room. Asterisk, Samantha hit the mat with a loud thud. Asterisk, 1 point. Asterisk, the fight continued. Asterisk, Samantha rose, red-faced and angry now. She lunged again, this time sloppier. Lily ducked, stepped behind, and landed a light but precise punch to the ribs. Asterisk, to points. Asterisk, Samantha was stunned. The laughter was gone. Asterisk, and then came the final move. Asterisk, Samantha tried one last desperate kick, but Lily anticipated it. She spun low, grabbed her opponent's leg midair, and gently but firmly threw her down. Asterisk, 3 points. Asterisk, match. Asterisk, the room was silent for a heartbeat. Asterisk, then applause. Asterisk, thunderous, rising, echoing applause. Asterisk, Lily stood, blinking. Had it really happened? Had she really won? Asterisk, she looked at Sensei, who gave her a proud bow. She looked at her parents in the crowd, both on their feet, cheering. And she looked at Samantha, still on the mat, dazed and silent. Asterisk, the other girls didn't laugh at Lily after that. Asterisk, in fact, they never said another unkind word to her again. Asterisk, a few weeks later, one of them even asked if Lily would help her with her stances. Lily agreed, quietly, with a smile. Asterisk, she didn't need to gloat. She didn't need revenge, because she had already won something much bigger than a match. Asterisk, she had won her self-respect. Asterisk, she had discovered her power. Asterisk, she had proven, not just to them but to herself, that she was not small. Asterisk, and that is what kindness can do. Not the kind of kindness that's soft and passive, but the kind that comes from believing in someone when they don't believe in themselves yet. The kind that sees past fear, past insecurity, and brings light into dark corners. Asterisk, Sensei Takahashi never yelled, never punished the bullies. He simply taught Lily to stand tall, and that, in the end, changed everything. Asterisk, so if you ever feel like you're too shy, too quiet, to overlook, to matter, remember Lily. Asterisk, remember that strength isn't always loud. It's not always flashy. Asterisk, sometimes it's in the girl who never fights back until the moment truly counts. Asterisk, thank you for watching Kindness Stories. If this story touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs a little hope today. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another story of quiet courage and the power of compassion, because kindness, like strength, lives in unexpected places. Asterisk, and sometimes all it takes is 60 seconds to change everything.